Hello everybody and welcome to another episode of SnowRunner Phase 2. This is the KRS 58 Bandit that we're looking at today, and we are also looking at the new Yukon map, which is based in Canada. Now, just looking at some of the features that come with the new Yukon Canada region, you'll be able to store cargo that you have in temporary storages around the map with this new Phase 2 add-on. And you'll be able to produce certain types of cargo out of available materials, so you can basically craft. You just need to bring the required number of crafting materials to a special zone and you can craft and complete your objectives. You can also deconstruct buildings to get materials to then craft as you need to. So yeah, some really interesting stuff that's part of the Phase 2 for SnowRunner. I've heard there'll be an extreme cargo option as well. So this is the KRS 58 Bandit that comes with the new Phase 2. It's unlocked out of the box, you could say. Now, this new Yukon map region offers 2 freezing maps to explore as part of this Phase 2 DLC. There's 3 new vehicles and some exclusive vehicle skins and unique objectives. Now, I've been driving this KRS 58 Bandit for a few days now, and I've gotten quite familiar with it so far. But there's also other vehicles included in this DLC, including the CAT 770G and also the CAT TH357D AG, as well as the Bandit which we are looking at. Now, the Bandit which we are looking at here is in completely stock trim, so there's been no updates, no upgrades made to the truck. Just thought I'd take you for a quick little drive. You can consider this a bit of a first look of sorts. Now, I'm really excited to be covering this DLC. There's a lot of content here to explore and discover, and there's something brand new that's included as part of the Yukon Canadian map. Basically, there's the option, I did mention before how you can craft and do bits and pieces like that, but basically there's a multi-part processing plant on this map, and what you need to do is you need to craft the materials and then deliver the materials to this plant and basically build this plant up and get it working. So that's something brand new in SnowRunner, and it hasn't been done before, so really interested to see how that goes. Now, I'll be showing the map as well shortly, just a local map, so you guys can get a bit of a feel as to how the map looks in the new Phase 2 DLC for Yukon. But the main purpose of this video is just to take a bit of a leisurely drive around, or maybe not so leisurely, and just see what we can explore and find on the Yukon map. Now, bear in mind this truck is fairly standard, so the tires are not that great, just highway tires, so we'll see how far we can get anyway. So here it is. Here are the flooded foothills. This is the flooded foothills map as part of the Yukon Canada region. You can see here, just scrolling around, there's a few little quests already. There's some cabin zones, which is interesting, which I'm sure we'll find out more about soon. There's your usual run-of-the-mill watchtowers, as you can see there, and obviously quite a bit of the map, as expected, is locked at this point in time, and the northeastern section is where the rivers mostly are, but there's basically water everywhere. So we'll see which way we can go today. I might actually, looking at this, I might see if I can head south and see what we can find there, see how far we can get before we get stopped by some sort of roadblock, I'm sure. Ooh, and you can see the flex on the lovely KRS Bandit. Now, the KRS Bandit itself, this truck, is actually a fictional truck of sorts. It's based off the GAZ 66 truck frame, and it's got another truck body slapped on top of it. It's basically an 8-wheel drive truck, however, so it is classed as like a rescue truck. You can see there it's got a crane mounted on top by default, so that's pretty cool. So I'm sure we'll be using that at some point. Okay, so I'm just going to head south, as I mentioned just now, and see which way that takes us. I might actually try and go north, but it looks like there's a unrepaired bridge there which is blocking our path, so let's head south for the moment and just see how we go. Now, it's interesting to note that with this truck, like quite a few of the trucks in SnowRunner, have permanent diff lock and permanent all-wheel drive. So to be honest, that does sort of take away from the realism a little bit for me. I guess you could just imagine that there's welded differentials or limited slip differentials maybe. But I would have loved to have selectable all-wheel drive and diff lock for the majority, if not all, of the trucks in this game. I do like to play in-cabin view, as you can see here, a lot, but obviously like to switch to the exterior camera view now and again as well, just to capture those moments when the suspension's doing something crazy, or the wheels are getting bogged, or all that sort of fun stuff. Crossing a river maybe. But I do find that playing in the in-cab view or the cockpit view, you get the most realistic experience, and basically based off real life, because you can't always see what's going on around you when you're stuck inside the cab. So anyway, you can see here I'm on the external camera again, just to show off the graphics a little bit. Just having a look to see which way we should go. I will continue down this road, but obviously it looks like there's a little bit of mud and water to go through, which shouldn't really be a problem for this truck, considering it's got permanent diff locks and all-wheel drive, 8-wheel drive that is. So even with these fairly lousy tires that come standard with this truck, these are just highway tires. You can see that it's not doing too badly at all. Once you put a load on the back, it actually performs quite a lot better as well. Now, I have taken this truck onto the Tamiya map so far as well, and it does fare pretty well in the mud. So, but with some upgraded tires, it really does shine. And mud tires obviously is where you want to be at in this game. Maybe even chain tires for some of the icy sections. Now there are some icy sections in SnowRunner. I believe that's introduced with this DLC as well, where the ice can actually crack and your vehicle can sink into the icy depths, or at least sink down into the water a little bit. Oh boy. Okay. Well, that was a little bit unexpected, or undesirable. Yeah, this seems to be happening quite a lot for me in SnowRunner so far. Maybe it's because I'm not paying attention. Alright, well, I guess we're just going to have to recover back to the garage, and we'll continue on shortly from where we are now, I guess. It's good that I don't have a load on the back. I haven't lost any progress or anything like that. See you guys shortly. Alright, so we're pretty much back to where we were just now. I have had to rescue the truck back to the garage. Recover the truck, I should say. Now this is, as I mentioned before, a rescue truck because of the crane that it has on top, which is pretty cool. You can set the anchors out as well, and you can recover vehicles. You can pick up little four-wheel drives with this crane. I've picked up a four-wheel drive, lifted it in the air, and moved it somewhere completely different. So that's pretty cool. Alright, so just discovering the southern section of the map now. I can see that there's a bit of a flooded region ahead of me, but I'm going to continue on to the south, I think, just having a bit of a look around there. Sun's going down a little bit as well, so we'll see how far we can get today. If need be, I can skip time to make it brighter again. Just heading into the water here, fingers crossed. There's no snorkel installed on the KRS 58 Bandit by default, like a lot of trucks in SnowRunner anyway. The snorkels are a very big ticket item, high XP item, I guess you could say. I've been doing the container delivery mission in Tamiya lately a lot with this truck, and you would have seen a video actually that I did post only a day or so ago showing the container delivery contest. I've since been able to do that and reach gold. Unfortunately, I didn't manage to capture that on video, which is always seems to be the case. So you're just going to have to take my word for it that I managed to use this truck with its stock standard tires and complete the container delivery quest or contest in under 8 minutes on the Tamiya map in the Russian Federation. Anyway, Just winching myself out here out of this flooded region. This little flooded area. The winch really comes in handy, of course, in SnowRunner. And doesn't really help though when there's no trees around or no anchor points. So always try and stay near to trees and things like that when you drive. Just crossing over this little bridge here, it looks like this is a default made bridge, so that's handy. We'll see how far we can get anyway. I'm sure we're going to get stopped soon by some sort of obstacle. So just discovered a objective here, trailer whirlpool, which, yeah, I'll check that out actually and see what it's all about. I'm not going to complete the objective today, of course. See what it says. Okay, so, whoa, I was just crossing the bridge when I got distracted by a squirrel and drove this trailer in the water. Please help me get it to the farm. You're a better fit for this job. So that pays out 2,900 cash right there. So not a bad little task there, I guess, for the future. So I won't be doing that today. Today's video is more just about exploring the Yukon map, the flooded foothills, and just see what we've got in front of us. So yeah, there's still quite a lot here to unlock. So let's continue on ever forward and see if we can't cross this little flooded area as well. I'm sure the KRS Bandit is up to it, and if not, I'm sure we'll find the sunken log to winch off of, which is a bit of a theme in SnowRunner, which is very, very handy indeed. I'm not complaining, because we are sinking in already. And dangerous water level. We don't have a snorkel installed, as I mentioned, so we are making progress, I believe. Ah, man. No, I'm gonna have to winch out of here. I just realized I might be too far over to the left, but there's not really much space there anyway, so this is fine. I'll just keep I'll keep winching out of here, and it should be right to go. We should be out of here shortly. The winch is helping us out. I've just connected up to a sunken log. Now I've just managed to hook up to some rocks, it seems. Alright, disconnect the winch, and it looks like the Bandit is regaining traction. Just going to play with the steering wheel here, left and right. See if there's any more places to winch off of. Yep, there's a place over here. There's a little log over to the right. Just intermittently pulling on the winch there. Don't want to break the log or anything like that. Alright, I think we're out of here. Okay, so I can see up ahead that there seems to be a little mining area, a mining camp, or a mine even. It says there Gold Horse Mining. So we'll keep on following this path, this little track here. It veers off to the left. And it's getting dark, so I'm just going to flick on the headlights here. Looks a little bit soft up ahead, but obviously there's more water, so... Okay. So it looks like we've made it onto a tiny little peninsula-like area, and there's more water in front of us, so we'll have to keep going, but there's a little compound ahead of us, so if we made it through the last watery section, I'm sure we can make it through this one. Just gonna gun it into the water here, and it's already back to first gear, so that didn't really work. Come on, Bandit. Come on, Bandit! Ah man, I just realized, actually, now I should be a lot more over to the left than before. Okay. I can see the entrance to the compound is way over to the left, folks, so this is a fairly dangerous endeavor right now. The engine's actually getting slightly damaged from the water, so we've got to get out of here. We can't go forward, we have to veer off to the left. Oh man, this is quite a sharp angle to be pulling the winch on, but I'm going to turn the wheels to the left and just put it into low range and pull on the winch at the same time. I can see there the log is really struggling. It's almost getting pulled out of the water, but I've got to get out of here. I don't want to flood the truck. I don't feel like recovering at this point in time either. It's nightfall already. Come on. Oh man, the log's right up against the glass. Okay, let's try. That log's gone. We're gonna have to reconnect our winch if we can. Alright, thankfully there's other logs and rocks around that we can utilize, so hopefully there's enough space for me to squeeze through these rocks ahead of us. I think there is just enough space. Pulling on the winch again, accelerating in low range. Seems to be doing alright. Alright, we're done. We're through here. Awesome. Alright, well that was a close call. So you can see how obviously how easy it is to get into trouble in SnowRunner. I'm sure you guys have been, for those of you who have been playing it so far, are very familiar with how easily you can get stuck, especially with stock tires and things like that. So anyway, this is the little compound. Not going to do too much exploring around here. Just want to push on further south and see where this goes. I've got the feeling our progress will be halted shortly. There's some signs up ahead. There's a garage. It says over to the right. Obviously it's taking us back to where we came from. There's a farm over to the left. Now I can see finally, there you go, there's a bridge that's basically in need of repair or construction. So there you go. Looks like this is going to halt our progress finally. So alright, well we can't go any further than this, folks, so I'm just going to stop it here. There's a new objective, of course. So the Western Bridge, one of the critically important bridges on the way to the railway station, was washed away in the floods. And it says, will you help repair it? So okay, so we're basically bounded by the Western Bridge, and up over to the north there's another bridge as well, it seems. I'm going to head up that way anyway, so let's go this way now. I'm just heading north now, so I've just gone past the garage where we started, and I just want to see what we've got up here. I'm pretty sure there is another bridge, and there we go. So that's it, folks. So out of the box, the Yukon flooded foothills map, which we're currently on now, is bounded by two bridges, the Northern Bridge, which stands in front of us, and the Western Bridge, which was behind us just now. So yeah, you need to kind of construct these two bridges if you want to make any meaningful progress, I guess, on a highway. But I'm sure some of you will find a way across. But you can see there's certainly a lot of water on this map. Now there's a section over to the west as well, but yeah, that I guess we won't really have time to explore too much more in this video today. So hopefully this has kind of been a bit of a helpful look for you guys who haven't yet downloaded the DLC just yet, the Phase 2 expansion for SnowRunner. And yeah, hopefully I can upgrade our truck soon. I've been doing a bit of contests on different maps just to get our KRS upgraded I should say. So let's look at some of the customizations available to us so far. So we can see here that there is the option of 4 different engines, and they're all unlockable by basically exploring Yukon. So we can't buy them or anything like that. We have to unlock them via upgrades on the map. Now there's 2 other gearboxes, the high range and the off-road. There's no suspension options, just the stocks. And yeah, you got quite a few tire options obviously here. The 51-inch tires. I've got the highway tires on at the moment. You've got the all-terrains, which I hope to unlock soon, if not the off-road and the mud tires. The highway tires I'm not even going to bother to upgrade. I'm just going to go straight to the all-terrain or off-road. And the mud tires obviously is where it's at. These are the all-terrains that I just flicked through there as well, which you saw. Just having a quick look through here, guys. Not going to pause too much on these upgrades. You've got the 2 different snorkels, which is fairly standard for SnowRunner trucks. I'm not going to be professing to be an expert on the SnowRunner. I haven't driven many of the trucks as yet, but the KRS 58 Bandit is my first serious kind of truck. And you can see I don't really have much cash at the moment, so that's something I've got to turn around real soon, make some money. and upgrade this truck. Okay, let's look at these frame add-ons. Got the roof rack here. Obviously, you've got the fuel tank, and this is the trunk repair supply. So this is like the roof rack, which gives you spare tires and fuel and repair parts as well. So that's handy. You've got the fifth wheel options as well, or the saddles as they call them, and the different types of flatbeds. You've got the different lights, beacon lights as well, parking lights, sun visors, different rims. Now, one of the first things I normally do is change the rims on the trucks that I do get. I do have a bit of a soft spot for those old school metal rims, which I'll just scroll back up here. Yeah, number 4. I love these MD rims 4. So I'm gonna stick these on, guys, because I love the look of them. So inside you've got your usual bobblehead options, stickers, accessories, things like that. So I'm not going to apply any of these just now. You've got the external decal options as well, which is I think a recent addition to the game. Alright, so that's pretty much all I wanted to cover so far in this video, guys. I want to keep it short. There's a lot to discover for sure in this Phase 2 add-on, Explore and Expand as they call it, for SnowRunner. Looking forward to doing the crafting and bits and pieces like that. Building the processing plant, looking at some of those new Caterpillar vehicles. They look absolutely amazing. So yeah, can't wait to give those a bit of a go. So here's the KRS as it stands. Obviously I've put the new rims on, but I'm gonna have to upgrade these tires very soon if I want to take on Yukon, because Yukon definitely looks like a very challenging map indeed. If Alaska wasn't enough, and I've only just sort of had very brief looks at Alaska and Tamir, so yeah, the Yukon map's going to be something else completely. So definitely need to upgrade this truck before I explore this map any further. So off camera I'm going to be doing a lot of contests and just trying to get some more money, and you will see me hopefully soon with a upgraded KRS Bandit, and we can revisit this map and look at all of the brand new features and do some crafting and all that good stuff. So if you enjoyed this, please like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already, click the bell please, and you'll be notified of new content. And until next time everyone, ta-ta.